Yes, people, welcome back to Mission Podcast. And the original crew is all here together for the first time in a long while. It's good to see you guys rejoin me and Danny, Hazza, and Umair. And today we're revisiting a topic that we've kind of neglected. We've said we're going to talk about movies and shows on the channel, and we've only done one vid, that Cobra Kai vid. So yeah, here you have it. We're going to do a tier ranking then of Marvel films. So this is everything from the MCU, even the non-MCU films. Yeah, we're going to have a crack at it, and let's see if you guys agree with us or you don't agree with us. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into it.
Danny, that's a smooth transition, by the way. I love StreamYard. Oh my god, StreamYard
StreamYard
ASAP.
quality.
I have to time it perfectly.
Yeah, in case
Oh, it
people
was so
ain't
good. This
noticed,
guy was waiting over the button. Like I know he was waiting over the button, but this is sick, man. This is sick.
we're moving up in the world now.
Yeah,
I know,
from
man.
free
What the hell has
Discord and
happened?
OBS to free StreamYard, man.
This is what the 2-3 likes on our videos does for us.
It comes
Yes,
a long
make sure you
way.
like this video, please, guys.
Like this
Imagine we
video-
got 10
honest-
likes on the vid.
Honestly, like this video on Carpe, I'll have more milk in that fridge by tonight, man.
Shall I get
I mean,
going?
we still have the
Because
footage.
there's a lot
Did
of
I
movies
miss?
here.
Hang on, did I miss the dress code? I didn't know Carpe was wearing a Bayern Munich shirt.
Well, why baiting me out, bro?
Bro, that's
Bro,
actually
you literally had a drink and then it said it showed your Bayern Munich shirt. I'm wearing a Back to the Future shirt. Like,
Jeez.
No, I'm in Argentina. Shit.
yes, Umair, we know it's Portuguese,
Yeah, man.
it's Brazilian.
It's so hot as well. It's literally
Argentina,
boiling.
man. It's
Alexis
fucking
McAllister.
boiling today.
Anyway,
What
I think
a beautiful day.
I think we're getting a bit carried
Yeah.
away.
Let's start.
Daddy,
Let's start this
take it away,
tier list.
go for it.
Okay, so we're gonna start with Blade because we're not doing the first row away.
Yeah, those films we're not doing. Those are from the 60s and 50s.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen
Yeah.
it.
Wait, what star
Bash,
Spider-Man?
I know you're around that
on the
time,
first row?
man. You can rank it for us.
Blade's a very good film. I can't lie. I'd put it.
So where would you guys put it?
I'm
I'd
putting
put
in
it-
B.
I'd
B.
put it in B. I agree. I'll put it in B tier.
It's
Do you
a
know the
solid-
It's a solid
the
movie.
opening scene is iconic. It's got that flipping club music playing, and he just comes in and
Yeah.
just kills them all. It's just so sick.
Perfect
Also, it's
casting.
Wesley, also, it's Wesley Snipes. The guy's
Exactly,
never had anything below a B-rated movie.
have you
Blade
got-
Trinity and
But have you guys seen? I think they cancelled Blade, didn't they? Marvel were planning to.
No,
make it.
they are making it.
But it's had
I thought it was
so
a
much
Disney Plus.
delays. It was meant to come out 5 years ago. No,
Is it not going to be on Disney Plus or something? Is it not a Disney Plus show?
no,
No,
they were-
because they didn't do Deadpool and Wolverine and Blade turned up. Am I
Yeah,
right?
Blade was in it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
so
old
they
Blade,
gave
though.
him that
I
ending
mean,
then. So I don't think
they were
gonna
meant
do
to make a
anything,
new Blade, but it's been in
Yeah.
development for ages, and it's just
are they? So it's not been developing, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
to
I'm
say that.
sure they started filming. I'm not 100% though. Let me
nah.
search it up.
I think the main actor dropped out. I don't know how to say Mahershala Ali or something.
Bro, he's a top
He's a
tier
great
actor.
actor, yeah. But I think he's pissed
Mahershala
off. With,
Ali.
he's pissed off with all the delays and stuff. I think.
Yeah, it's been removed from Marvel's slate. It was supposed to come out in November, but it's been removed.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
All right,
But
next
we'll-
one,
We'll always have Wesley.
X-Men.
Is it
X-Men.
X-Men 1? A.
The first one.
X-Men
Hey.
one was good.
I'm gonna
X-Men,
say A.
Very good. I think
We
A.
all agree.
bro,
I think it's a
that-
very influential superhero movie as well. Because it was at a time where superhero movies weren't as big.
Is
and
it
the
is it
genre
not the-
was like
was it not
failing.
the first one?
I think it was.
That
Yeah,
is
it
the
was
first
that.
one, yeah.
Yeah, that
Was
is
it that
first.
one or Superman or Spider-Man 1 that came out first?
I'm pretty
From
No,
Marvel,
sure.
X-Men
yeah.
came out in 2000.
So what
Yeah,
year did
yeah.
X-Men come
It's
out?
the first Marvel film that's been released. I think.
Yeah.
Mainstream.
We're
audience.
just doing it in whatever order, to be fair, by the looks of it. But
Yeah.
nah, look, I think X-Men, I think it brought about, that generation before ours, the ones born in the 80s and the 90s. It introduced them properly to superheroes, and
Yeah.
that was something that we had growing up. Wolverine being the most badass character there is, and then anyone touching Rogue dies. So, and there were so many different political, so many different political, which I can't remember the word,
Commentaries.
nuances, political
Yeah, that's-
It was
nuances.
good. The whole mutants and human thing.
Yeah.
Was really good.
Yeah,
Hating.
exactly.
It's very relevant, isn't it? It's still relevant.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, it's
It always
100%.
applies to society.
100%,
Yeah.
100% still relevant. And obviously, I think when we go into X-Men First Class, I'll probably speak more about the political nuances.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell that Charles Xavier is privileged, but we'll talk more about that later.
All right.
We shall
Next one is Blade 2.
see.
Blade 2 wasn't very good.
I think it's
Or D.
average.
Was that the one with Triple H in it? Or was
Blade
that
2.
Was that Blade Trinity?
I think
I
that was
don't,
three. I think that
yeah, I
was
don't
three.
think Triple
I
H
think
was
that
in
was
Blade
Trinity.
2.
I think
Yeah.
Triple H was in Blade Trinity.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
Blade 2 wasn't good anyway.
I take back what I said about Wesley Snipes not having
You're
a.
putting that in
Yeah.
C or D. I think
C or
I think
D?
C's fine.
I think C. Yeah, maybe we'll change it later depending on what we do.
yeah,
but
we'll see.
C for now.
Spider-Man.
That's
Spider-Man 1 S. S surely.
Green Goblin. Yeah, that's a great villain right there.
S surely. Purely for nostalgia as well. Like even if you don't look at nostalgia, it's a great movie.
Bro, look at the poster. The poster's so nice. We don't make
It's
posters
so
like that.
iconic.
And the suit.
I think Tobey Maguire.
Suit, perfection.
Everything about that movie is just great. It's
Green
so
Goblin.
It was
you
amazing.
can reference that movie all the time, and it's so rewatchable as well.
Fuck Mary Jane though. She's a hoe.
Facts.
In those films.
Agreed.
Right.
All right.
Men in what is that? Men in Black.
Yep, Men in Black.
That's a Marvel film.
Men in Black is not a Marvel film.
I think we should ignore that. It's not really
Yeah.
superheroes, is it?
Let's ignore.
Daredevil.
Oh,
I
I remember we were speaking.
It's so cheesy.
Harold Copy.
So
Remember when we did a whole
Yeah.
episode on, and I spoke about
bro,
it. How-
Daredevil
I like it.
2003 is a good film. I
Bro,
don't care.
I
what
liked
anyone-
it. Yeah, I'm gonna say
It's good fun,
See.
man. It's cheese, but
C or
it's
B?
I'm gonna say B.
C. I don't think it's good enough. I don't
think
think
it's
it's
better
good
than
enough.
Blade
I'll put C. I think C is fair. C is fair.
Yeah, I think C is fair too.
But you know what I remember from that film? You know, when they play lap dance and it pans up to Michael Clark Duncan's Kingpin with his arms out, it's so thick. X-Men 2, I think.
X-Men 2.
X-Men 2, I'll put that in B or A.
B or A as well.
I'll
Yeah.
put that.
I'm
I
gonna say
think.
B.
I think X-Men 2 for me was better than
Better than the first one.
the first one. I liked it more than the
Agreed.
first one personally.
You know,
So did I.
the opening
Yeah.
scene, wow, with Nightcrawler. Wow, what a scene when he's
I think
in the
it's
White
like-
House.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's in A. I think it's better than X1.
I think Nightcrawler is coming. He's coming back now in Doomsday. Most
Yeah,
of the
he's-
OG X-Men.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. I like Nightcrawler as well. What character?
Do you guys remember the game? Did any of you have the game on PS1 or PS2? The X-Men game.
No.
Nah.
They were fire, man.
Showing you age here,
Mhm.
Carpe.
All right. Hulk.
C.
Maybe even D.
Hulk. No. Hulk 2003 is a C. Put that in C.
C.
It's a
I
bit-
think-
I think Hulk 2008 is better than Blade 2 and Daredevil.
No, this is Hulk 2003, the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Oh, is that the what do
The
you call
Eric
him?
Banner one. I
Eric
can't
Bana,
lie,
yeah.
but I think I talked about this as well in the unreleased episode. Hulk 2003 is very underrated. It was ahead of its time. Like the way it was edited and stuff, it was literally like a comic book strip.
Yeah,
It's a very dark film as well for a superhero film. It's very psychological and very dark. Like some very
do you not think that's a bit high though for Hulk 2003?
I think it's better than a lot of the slop Marvels released recently. I'd have a better time.
I
going
think
back-
us four could make a movie better than the Slot Marvel's releasing at the moment. That's the bars on the floor there.
I'd genuinely rather go back to 2003 and watch Daredevil and Hulk than some of the movies they've released in the last 5-6 years. I don't
Yeah.
think harsh.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
I'll
it might
put
be
Hulk.
slightly too high.
We'll see. We'll reassess.
We'll see later. Yeah.
All right.
Punisher.
Punisher.
D.
I
That movie shit.
Yeah,
Need
no.
That
film.
movie shit.
Thomas Jane. John Burnville's the Punisher for me, man. What casting that
Is
one.
that
That was
Spider-Man
perfect
2?
casting.
Spider-Man 2 S.
Yeah, that's a S tier as well.
I think it's the best Spider-Man movie.
Bro, that fight scene on the train, wow.
Wow.
I want
Perfect.
Spider-Man
That's
edit and all the good things that came. Well, I think that trilogy is almost pinpoint perfection for me. But Spider-Man 2 and the ending with Doc Ock as well killed me, man. Honestly, I still watch that movie back in amazement.
I
And,
think it's probably
Still
my
fuck Mary
favorite
Jane, by the way.
superhero movie. It's probably my favorite superhero movie ever.
Do you think my favorite
Oh.
Spider-Man 2 has one of my favorite scenes in every film I've ever seen? Like in all films that I've seen, it's up there. You know the scene when he stops the train from falling off the bridge,
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and like
Yeah.
he's unmasked and he's
he's
unconscious.
masked, and
wakes
then they
up,
don't reveal his
they
identity.
just to hand back his mask. It's just such a beautiful scene.
Don't worry,
They
we
had,
won't
they had
tell
Joey
everybody.
They had Joey Diaz in that scene, innit?
Joey Diaz. Yeah, he did. I didn't even know who Joey Diaz was then. That's the thing. I
Yeah.
only realized like last year it was Joey Diaz.
Our next one is Blade Trinity.
Shout out
D.
Triple H,
D.
man.
Triple H, actually.
D.
Triple H ruining shit before.
D or borderline trash, you know.
I can't. I put in that in trash. That's a
You know what?
awful.
I could
Yeah,
put
I
that
look
here,
in
yeah.
trash.
Sorry, Wesley Snipes, you were my guy. I tried to back you, then I forgot you had
Yeah.
other shit films.
Oh,
Next
there's another trash. Straight to the trash.
Oh, that's
Electra.
trash, isn't it? It's awful.
Electra.
That's
Trash.
awful.
Horrible. Horrible.
What is it? I didn't hear.
Electra.
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 Is there one below trash?
Man Thing.
Nah, I don't
not
know what
seen
that
it.
is.
Oh,
I've not seen it.
We won't count it.
We'll ignore that. Fantastic Four.
Is that the first one?
I love Fantastic Four.
I
but
really like this movie.
I get there.
And
So
it's
it's
purely
good.
nostalgia based. It's not a good movie, but based on nostalgia, I like the movie.
Bro, you know all these movies, even though they're not very good, they're fun at least. The early 2000s.
Yeah. It's that cheesiness, isn't it?
Mm. I'd put
B,
it
I
yeah,
think
C.
put it in there.
C, I
I'd put
think.
it
I think
C
put it
tier.
in the C. B.
C. B is too
C.
high, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
C
B's too
square.
high. Yeah. I think it's better than everything in C.
Mm.
X-Men.
I think that's the last stand.
Last
Third.
stand.
That's D,
Last
bro.
stands in C.
You know
or
what?
D.
C or D.
It had potential,
D.
man. It had potential.
I know,
This
but
one
it
is-
just. I think D.
I think D. You know what it is? You got to look at it also like, as Carpe said, loads of potential. What you could have done with the movie,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, it's just like
You know what I hate about that film? It killed off Cyclops in like the first 20 minutes. That was a
Yeah.
no.
horrible
See, I
scene.
wouldn't have minded that, but they needed to make it mean
Make
something
it
a lot
worth
more. and they
it.
just didn't.
Yeah.
Bro, I
Yeah,
It
used
wasn't
to
worth him
love
dying.
Cyclops. I used to love Cyclops. That hurt me when they killed him off like that.
yeah. The only
Yeah.
thing the only thing good about it was that Logan stole his bitch. That's it. But I would too. I would too. Jean Grey.
Ghost Rider.
C.
That's awful. That's
That's
awful.
a D.
That's
It's a
awful.
I
D,
like Ghost
bro.
Rider 1. The first Ghost Rider movie was good.
Oh,
D
was
for me,
terrible.
honestly.
Really? Nick Cage.
yeah, I'm putting that. That could go in trash as well.
It
I
could.
can't lie.
Nah,
came
it's
in
not
at
that
like
bad.
trash.
It's not
Good.
that bad. I like
Oh, we put in D.
Ghost Rider movie.
If you're saying it's not that bad, then it's pretty shit.
But fair enough.
It's not that
D.
bad. It's not that bad.
Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man
This is
3.
a good film, man.
Overhated.
Fuck the haters.
Overhated. Put it in B.
I'm so glad that we have proper Spider-Man lovers here because I'm putting this in B
B.
minimum. Like it's
B. But it's so
Spider-Man 3 is a
memeable.
classic.
It's so memeable.
Bro, look at the poster. The poster is so hard.
No, to this day, I say I missed the part where that's my problem. Every day.
Oh, Bully Maguire was hilarious.
Tobey
man.
Maguire is peak.
But even Sandman's story, that was emotional. Spider-Man 3 is a good film,
1
man.
million guys.
also the combat scenes are really, really good as well. Sam Raimi
Yeah.
had this thing of like his choreographing with all the combat scenes in the 3 Spider-Mans. They were really, really good. You can even see that in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I think he directed that.
Yeah.
You can just tell it has that Raimi all over it. Raimi's residue, as the Twitter space would say.
All right. Next one's Fantastic Four.
The Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
Um,
Oh shit!
yeah,
I can't lie. It was very bad.
D.
I think D though. Yeah, I wouldn't. Put it.
I think the whole jeopardy of like the world ending was pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I thought it was pretty cool. But nah, probably not.
Fantastic
probably not.
Four. Yeah, they've not had very good films at all, have they? Any version of them.
Yeah. Blade. You know what?
Did we
Actually, like
already
this.
put Blade in? Which Blade is that?
Was it? It does the same blade.
Nah, ignore that. We've already done Blade.
Was it 2 blades for? I was gonna say.
I don't know.
All right.
Iron Man. Is that one?
First one, yeah.
Oh, and this is a classic. This is like gave birth to the MCU, right?
Yeah, I think it's a B. I think it's a very solid. Does the job. It's very solid. Does the job.
You know, a lot of people would put it in
Sets the
A.
trend.
or
Yeah,
F.
they would. They
Yeah.
would. But I don't think it's as rewatchable as people think. It's just like it's the first movie. Everyone loves it for that reason. It's not like this amazing movie, but everyone started to love the MCU because of Iron Man, not the film, but just the character himself. I think that's what I think anyway.
Okay. The
No,
next
I
one
agree. I
is
think B is a fair rating.
The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
That's
this one
trash.
wasn't. This one
That's
wasn't.
Soft
trash for
opinion.
me. That's trash for me.
Straight
Oh,
trash.
that's harsh. Trash.
I didn't like that film.
I like the first Incredible Hulk after you
What
told
have I
me to watch
missed?
it,
The thing,
Cafe.
the thing
Wait,
about
we're
Wait,
putting Incredible Hulk below 2003 Hulk.
yeah,
Yes.
I
No
prefer,
chance.
I think the 2003 one's better.
I prefer
The thing is,
first one.
I think
think
Incredible Hulk's better.
no. I think we need to. I think now that we're going into like the MCU territory, I think we need to
I
be a
That
lot more harsh.
Abomination fight is better than anything in that
I
2003
think you should put
movie.
it
I'm
in
sorry.
B though. I think trash is too harsh.
Sorry, I
definitely
just
not trash.
hate it. I just hate it.
You
That's
know,
just
you
me.
know what it is about that
How
film.
can you watch that Abomination fight and hate on that movie?
I think with
Like,
this
come on.
film, it had a
Because
lot.
everything else in it was shit.
It suffered because you know the main actor who I love, by the way, Edward Norton's one of my favorite actors, but he wasn't very happy during the filming of the movie, and he kind of clashed with the director and stuff. So it caused problems, but yeah,
I don't know. I think it was better than 2003.
nah, I think 2003 is underrated. You know, go back and watch 2003 Hulk. It's a good film, emotional as well.
You might need a rewatch. But
Is that Punisher 2? Did they make a second one of that?
they made another Punisher. I've not seen the second one. I can't lie.
We'll ignore that then.
Yeah, that's Punisher Warzone. I swear it's on Netflix as well. It's not good.
You should put it trash.
Stick it in trash. Just stick it in trash. It'll be in trash.
Oh,
Wolverine.
D. D or trash. D or trash.
I'm gonna
What
say
they did to
God.
Deadpool in that
I'm gonna say
movie?
D.
The thing is,
What they did
you know
to
what it is?
Deadpool in that movie?
You know what it is? It's gonna sound controversial. I actually enjoyed it, aside from the whole Deadpool portrayal.
That's what I would have put in trash. I put it in D.
Thing is-
I did
but the
not.
thing
I
is that-
didn't enjoy it.
But the whole thing with the Deadpool portrayal, though, is that if you're going to make that the whole overarching thing in the story, like Umair saying that the Abomination fight made the whole Incredible Hulk movie, then you're missing out on the whole, like, this is what made Wolverine. Like, you went through his whole
but it
like striker
didn't.
thing with the adamantium, the fact that he's always been betrayed and he's never going to live a normal life, but his life has been full of trauma and stuff. I think
Yeah, but-
he gets so much of a bad rap that
If
and
this
it
movie
should
never
not.
happened, no one would care. It wouldn't change anything about Wolverine's story.
What do you mean though? But it's what do you mean though? Because it
you see the
literally
scene.
people who didn't read the comics would have been like, oh, so how did Wolverine get the claws and everyone else has their own mutant awakenings? Like, okay, it probably could have been said in a sentence.
But I can't.
yeah,
That Deadpool,
exactly.
Their version of Deadpool was fucking horrible.
No. Again, like I said, that wasn't great, but we also have to look at the fact that it tells a good story.
Wolverine
I
is
think it tells a good story for Wolverine personally.
one of
like,
my favorite
all the
superheroes.
outside
It's probably
looking
my
in.
second favorite Marvel superhero, and then butchered the guy so badly.
Yeah. Do you remember the scene in Deadpool 2, when they in the post credits and Deadpool goes and shoots that character? That was jokes.
Yeah,
But yeah, okay, D. Some people say that's
Yeah.
trash, but
I mean, it did start Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, so
yeah.
there's that bit as well.
Anyways,
Honestly.
what's next?
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2 is
Uh,
awful.
C or D? C.
That's a D for me personally.
Iron Man 2 was so bad.
I'm saying D
It's-
too.
It was disappointing as well. 'cause
I
it
don't
had
think it's
me-
as bad as the ones in D though.
Nah,
I don't think it's
Iron
Punisher
Man
level
2 is
bad. Come on,
Iron Man 2 is bad.
Punisher level bad though. Come on,
We'll be able to change something at the end, but
it had a good fight scene as well at the end.
I was disappointed, man. I thought Mickey Rourke was going to be sick in that film, but it was just
Yeah.
disappointing.
Yeah.
Was that the
The
first one?
Whiplash
With
was disappointing.
was that the first one with Scarlett Johansson though?
Yeah,
It was also the first
Introduced
one that
Scarlett.
had Rhodey as well.
Yeah.
no, Roddy was in the first one.
No,
After
you know what I
Oh, yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And
it
I
was
can't remember the
recast.
guy's name.
They recast it. Oh, that guy's a psycho, by the way. The original Rhodey. Have you seen some of the stuff that the guy said?
Yeah,
He's mad.
I think he wanted a stupid amount of money for the sequel, and Marvel
Yeah.
told him to fuck off. Stupidest mistake of his life. He could have made a generational bag.
And would have actually been recognised as a proper bloody actor. No one knows
Exactly.
who he is now.
The next one is Thor, the first one.
C.
I think
I
it's
like
great.
Thor, you know.
I say C.
I think it's overhated, the first four.
I want to put
I
it.
don't think it's
anywhere
bad,
near
but it's nothing
BOA.
insane in it. It's
Yeah.
like it's one of them in the middle.
Loki was very good in that film.
Loki's good in every film. Everything Loki's
Yeah,
in,
Loki's a
he's
star.
great.
I don't like how they take away from Thor's language though. Like he's very well spoken, very eloquent, and all of a sudden, as he goes on in later films, he's just like speaks like one of us.
Because he's been on
Oh,
Earth.
nah, this next film's goated. I'm putting it in S tier.
X-Men First Class.
I love this
Oh,
film.
X-Men First Class is S tier,
S tier.
Best
what a
X-Men
film.
movie. Best X-Men movie.
100%. And
What a film.
let me go back to the whole political nuances. Yeah, the reason
you
why I
go.
don't the reason why I don't agree with Charles Xavier is because he's a white he's white, middle class, privileged. He wants to talk about bringing races together and fighting and showing them that there can be something more, and not if we show them a better path, bruv. In that movie, that movie told me one thing. Magneto went through everything, right? Magneto went through literally everything. Eric, right? His mom got shot in front of him. He had to fight his way back through redemption. Obviously, he's not going to have the whole world. He doesn't want to be accepted by the world because the world never accepted him, and they treated him like shit. So when I look at Charles Xavier, all I see is a man who does not appreciate the fact that these things are happening everywhere. I'd understand if like Eric's like, you know what, fair enough, let's try and bring
I
it together.
can't lie.
But he's justified. He's justified in
Yeah,
every
his
single
actions were
action he does.
justified in that film. But I want to
Yeah.
speak a bit more about Michael Fassbender. What an actor! That
He's
Magneto
amazing.
performance,
So good.
fucking hell, it's one of my favorite performances of all time. You know the scene when he's in the bar and he's laughing with the former Nazis
With the Nazis
Oh, in Argentina.
in Argentina, yeah.
God. Bro,
Now, my favorite scene is when he gets the coin
yeah.
and then he
Oh
puts it in the
wow.
guy's head.
You know what's beautiful about that scene? Like the guy, he actually agrees with the guy he's about to kill. He's like, I agree with your thoughts on the world and how you view, but then like he's agreeing with it. He's cutting like an epic monologue, and then he's just like, but unfortunately, you killed my mother, and he done the same thing with the coin. Epic, and he had the transition in it with Charles. Like he was going, he was screaming in agony because he could feel it. Oh, what a scene! I love that film.
Next one's Captain America.
That for me is
Has a lot.
minimum A tier, bro. That's minimum A tier, bro.
First Avenger.
Yeah,
I'd put it in a
100%.
B.
That's minimum A tier, bro.
I'd
How
put
can you
it
put
in
it
a
in B? How can you think that's better than Iron Man, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I
How
don't
can you
know.
think that's
It's
on the same
alright.
level? How can you think that's on the same level as Blade, bro? Like, come on,
I
man.
think Iron Man's better than Captain America. Iron Man
How
1.
could, what the first Iron Man? No way, bro.
100%.
Nah, I think I agree with Umir. Not gonna lie.
What?
First Iron Man's
Yeah.
iconic.
First Iron Man was
I
better than
don't
first
think the
Captain
Oh
America.
yeah, great! It's like great! It's iconic. Congratulations. That doesn't make it a better film.
It
Like
was a better
Carrie's
film.
mistake was iconic, but that doesn't make it any good.
Iron
Fuck
Man
me,
1.
boys.
I,
Fuck
I
me,
like.
boys.
I enjoyed Captain America, the first one, but I think Iron Man's a better film.
Oh come on!
I-
No, it isn't.
I think it's the weakest
It's
Captain
really
America movie.
good, consistent.
Out
It's
of the
really
trilogy,
good, consistent.
well, the Steve Rogers trilogy is the worst one out of the three.
You're rage baiting me
No,
here, and I don't
relax,
like it. I
relax.
rather don't like it,
Second one's
bro.
one of the best films.
Danny, step in, tell him to stop
Marvel
rage
films
baiting
ever.
me,
It's
man.
the
Wallahi,
worst
this
Captain
guy's
America
doing my
film.
head in. What do you mean it's the worst?
You're telling
not-
me it's better than Civil War and Winter Soldier? Not a chance in hell.
It's not the worst because all three are fucking goated in my eyes.
But it's
Doesn't
the
make
worst
it
one out of the
worse.
three. It's the worst one out of the three.
Listen, do you want me to say that Firmino was the worst out of Mane and Salah?
He was better than Money.
Yeah, I can back that. I can back that with me.
Okay, so you're gonna say Mane's the absolute shittest out of the two. of
Alright,
them. That's
listen,
literally what you're
forget
saying. When there is
Liverpool.
when there is
Out of the three,
Alright,
Mane was
this
worse.
is getting carried away. Let's get back on topic.
No. I'm being no. Hang on. How dare you? Can you sit there and tell me that Iron Man, yeah, with all of its patchy storytelling, and Captain America with a clear plot plan, a love story, and everything else in between that makes you feel something?
Iron
you
Man
can
have a
sit
love
there and be
story?
like, Iron Man's sick, cuzzy. Fuck off.
Iron
man.
Man was better than Captain America.
No, it just wasn't.
I think it's fair to put it in B tier.
What do you mean
It's
it's
B.
fair
It's not
to
A.
be
A is
rated?
overrated. You're telling me that Captain
Listen,
America
I
movie
guarantee
is
you,
on the same level
go
as
watch,
X-Men 1, X-Men 2.
right now, if you go and watch Iron Man and Captain America, yeah, you can come,
Let me
if
just
you
look at
come back to me and
Letterboxd.
say Iron Man's better, fair enough, man, then I just know you're deluded, bro, honestly. Some fucking E-Red, fam. But I'm telling you, it's not on the same tier as Blade, bro. Well, I'm triggered, fam. You can put it in the B tier for all I care, yeah, but I know in my heart.
All right, fair enough.
You know,
fair enough.
why don't
I
we
think we
let
should
Danny?
do a
Why don't
vote.
we let
We
Danny
should
choose?
do a vote. It's
Let
higher
Danny-
rated on Letterboxd as well, man. Iron Man's higher rated on Letterboxd as well. This is not an unpopular opinion.
All right, let's probably
This is casuals talking, fam. This is
I
casuals
just had to
talking
check.
on Letterboxd, bro.
I just
Listen,
had to check.
man, sitting there on Letterboxd ranking their film list, Senate of like, oh,
I just had to check.
top
Something.
10 Tom Cruise films, and it's literally all the Mission Impossibles without watching anything else, bro.
All right.
Tom Cruise, what a legend.
I say we move on.
Go.
Sorry, Tom Cruise, you had to hold that because your parts got stolen in, bro. Shout out the Alum Rockies.
Did they actually?
Yeah, he's I believe his he drove a car here at some point. You know when they were filming in New Street, I think for Mission
Yeah.
Impossible. I can't remember which one it was that made so many. And some up there just stole the parts from the car and sold them up.
That's crazy, man.
Of course it was one. Of course it was one of us. Has to be.
Oh my god.
Is that Ghost
Is that
Rider?
Ghost Rider 2?
Yeah.
Trash.
Ghost Rider, Spirit of
Trash.
Vengeance.
Trash. Trash.
I can't believe Ghost Rider 1's in D as well. That should
Oh yeah, I actually agree with Copy. I think that has to be trash.
No,
Yeah,
there's no way you think it's that bad.
it's not. It's not a good film.
Listen, I love Nick Cage, yeah, but those movies were fucking terrible.
Awful
I like
movies.
the first Ghost Rider.
Nick
movie.
Cage, stick to National Treasure, bruv.
Avengers.
I can't lie.
A.
This is the A, minimum A.
Hey,
Yeah,
gotta
it's
be
so
First
iconic.
Avengers
It's
is
so
good.
important as well, man. Maybe an S, you know.
Could argue that, but
nah, I'm putting.
I don't
I'm
think
putting
it's
it in the
fair.
A. I feel like
now
there's
it's fair, I
only,
think.
I feel like there's only one Avengers film that sits in the S tier, personally.
Agree.
Age of Ultron.
Okay, where are we? Men in
Oh,
Black.
Men in- I don't know why that's
Why is
there.
Men in Black
Yeah.
here? Men in Black's not fucking Marvel.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
One,
B.
C or B.
C.
C.
I put it
C.
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 It's a bit. It's a bit boring, like the villains shit.
Look, Andrew Garfield's great, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's it.
Andrew Garfield
That's
just got
where
let
that's
down.
where it ends.
He got let down by the writing, man. But he's
The
a very,
writing was horrible.
he's the best. He's my favorite Spider-Man, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Nah,
Emma
Toby will
Stone's
always
the
be my
best.
goat.
Like
Yeah,
Emma
they
Stone's the best side
wow.
thing, bro. Imagine having Mary Jane right there. Like
Emma was great as well. Yeah.
she's
Those
the best
two,
Gwen Stacy.
Great
She's the
chemistry on
Gwen Stacy.
screen. Best part, and then everything else was shit.
Yeah, Gwen
I think-
Stacy.
actually, I'm looking at this list. Yeah.
Can I get my word in about Emma Stone, my babes, bruv?
Nah, actually, no. My bad. C
Our
tier.
next one's Iron Man 3.
This is the best one in my opinion.
Best Iron Man.
Is it?
I say it's the best Iron Man.
I won't put it higher than B, you know.
I would put it
I
D
think it's
here.
C. I think it's C.
I think it's B, to be honest.
I think it's C or
B or
B.
C. I say B.
I didn't like. I didn't like.
I'd say
best
B.
in-
I
it's
can't lie, I
best in
didn't
the
like the
trilogy,
twist.
I think.
I didn't like that twist with the Mandarin and
With the
villain.
Mandarin, yeah. That
I didn't
everyone
like-
hated that twist, to be honest. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He ended
True,
up
but
watching a Liverpool
I
game.
felt like
But
Iron Man had his. The only thing I didn't like about it though is he had his moment. You thought he was going to retire, then all of a sudden, just has so many other seats on the side. And it's like, oh, I don't need this anymore.
Was it Iron Man 1 when he had that scene where he's watching his dad's video about how his greatest creation is him?
Oh,
I
was
can't
it
remember.
1 or 2?
That was such a good scene. That was such. It was
Yeah.
1 or 2. That was such a
It
good
was
scene.
1 or 2, I think. I'm not too sure, to be honest. It's been a while since I watched it.
Yeah, I mean, any
Yeah,
scene.
explains why you think it's as good as it is.
Any scene with Tony Stark and his dad was amazing. Whenever it happened in the MCU.
Okay, next one.
Is that the Wolverine? That was
The Wolverine.
That's the Japanese one, isn't it? The one in
Yeah,
Japan.
D.
Yeah.
D.
I can't lie. The only reason this film was relevant was because of the ending when Charles and Magneto pop up. At
Yeah.
the end. That's the only reason.
Apart from that, there's nothing.
Apart from that,
It's
it's-
a
I don't
nothing
get the whole
movie.
premise around it. I think it's trash, to be honest. I think it's trash.
It's not worse. It's not worse than Origins. You can't put Origins.
Yeah,
in D,
I agree. I don't
Yeah.
think it's best on Origins.
No, I think it's worse than Origins.
think
but
it had a cool.
That's
it had
my
a cool.
opinion.
I think the setting.
I
was
think
cool,
it's slightly
the whole
better than
Jap-
Origins.
The whole Japanese thing was kind of cool, but like it's just
Slightly better, but still D, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they both.
I
do.
like
They
I
both
like
do.
the opening of of that film and the ending. Everything else
Yeah.
from after minute 7 to 2 hours, it's not great.
yeah, forgettable film, innit? Oh, talking of forgettable,
Oh, Thor: Dark World trash,
horrible film. Oh,
Trash.
Not trash, yeah.
trash.
The only enjoyable, not enjoyable. The only like iconic part was Thor's mum dying. I
Yeah,
said enjoyable.
Yeah.
That's kind of peak, not gonna lie.
it's a bit
Oh,
then,
dark.
that's next one. It's Winter Soldier. That's S tier for me.
S.
What
S
a film.
tier.
movie.
One of the greatest action films.
I think
let
it's the
alone
best
superhero films.
Solo superhero MCU. Might be
Yes.
the best MCU movie.
Yes, yes, I can attest to that.
That's a fair shout.
Might be the best MCU movie.
Shout out Steve Rogers, man, doing Generations of the Carters.
I'm Black Widow, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
The next one.
We got to kiss her on the elevator, bro.
The Amazing
On the
Spider-Man.
escalator.
Oh god, I watched this.
trash.
I
Trash.
remember watching this in cinema. This film was all over the place.
Trash.
Oh,
D, I hate
I would've
that.
put it
Yeah,
trash. I'll put it
if you
D.
if you think that the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is shittier
Bro,
than
Amazing, you know, the
Wolverine,
only
I
reason
don't know if you
Amazing
want-
Spider-Man 2 is going in deep is because I thought the storyline between Pete and Gwen was amazing, and the whole climax
Yeah.
with them was a.
I hated all the villains except Electro. How do you ruin Green Goblin like that?
Yeah,
also
That Green Goblin.
Also,
the
I
worst
just
Green
knew
Goblin
straight away
adaptation
at the beginning
I've
of
ever
the
seen.
first Amazing Spider-Man, I knew that Gwen Stacy was going to die. The way that she died,
Well,
though,
yeah, it does
that was
happen in
brutal.
every Spider-Man story, to be fair.
no, but what I'm saying is like, as someone that tried to like shut out every bit of outside noise, it's like
Mm.
the Gwen Stacy's dad died in the first film, didn't he? And was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, if you keep dragging her into this, it's going to
You know,
happen."
that's
And I
one
thought,
thing,
okay,
though.
foreshadowing is all great and all, but then the way that it happened, oh my god, it was mad.
That's one thing I respect about the Amazing Spider-Man films. There was stakes, serious stakes in the films.
Yeah.
Like you felt the
And
impact.
it was supposed to set up a Sinister Six movie, which I was
Yeah.
gutted that when it got cancelled because I was excited to see that.
I feel like, you know, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is similar to Spider-Man 3, really, in which they try to do too much.
Too much,
for one
yeah. Too
film.
many villains. And it was just there was too much going on.
Electro was horrible. He's the worst.
He was
villain.
horrible.
The worst
He
villain.
redeemed himself in No Way Home. But
Ugh, we'll get onto that film.
we'll
as
get
well.
onto No Way Home.
Ready
Yeah.
putting X-Men.
Oh,
Days
Days of the Future Past.
I went
A.
that
Like,
high.
this is, yeah,
A,
it's-
AOS. AOS.
you know what it
But
is?
I feel like we have too many
they
in
made
S,
this
man.
film just to.
I'm
I
gonna
feel like
say
they-
A.
I feel like we
A,
have too many
I
in
can
S.
back A. I can back A.
I think A. I think A.
The
I
only
love
thing
that
that the only thing that slightly pisses me off about this film, which is why I would probably say A, is because it undoes all the work that's been done prior, and it makes it and like timeline wise,
Yeah, but it was needed.
But it was needed.
No, I
though.
know it was needed. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, oh,
But the way
That
it's set
happened,
up,
so
though,
this
the way
happened.
the way the franchise ended, kind of.
This was the
no,
last
no, no,
great
no, no,
X-Men
no, no,
movie.
it's fine. It makes sense. It's just like
Yeah.
we just had
You know
this,
what?
and now you're
This should
telling
have
us
been
it
the
doesn't
last.
matter.
This should have been the last one, and then it should have gone to the MCU. Days of Future
Everything after this was
Yeah.
Past.
shit.
Yeah, it would have been perfect. The perfect ending.
First Class and Days of Future Past was the peak, and then it just
Yeah.
declines.
Guardians of Galaxy.
Is that the first
A.
one?
That's
First
an
one.
A minimum.
A.
Yeah, you can
Very,
argue.
very good.
Oh,
I love James Gunn.
A.
A.
Guardians of the Galaxy is such a good.
A
film.
or S, yeah. I don't know. It's a very, very, very good trilogy.
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
C.
Oh,
B.
B.
Nah, B is too high.
No
B is
chance.
too
B
high.
is
No,
too
but you
high.
know the
C.
Ultron was the best part of that film, but I just hate.
It was so boring for me.
Ultron should have been a one
for-
movie villain.
For an Avengers film, yeah, it was so boring, in my opinion.
I don't know,
It's-
man. I rewatched it a couple weeks back. I thought it's not as bad as everyone else makes it out to be. Like the foreshadowing was great. The Mjolnir scene was pretty sick. To be
Oh, yeah,
fair.
by the way, we're not doing TV shows. I don't know if we said that at the start. In case
Nah, I
you're
don't
wondering
know
why
if
we're
Oh
we
yeah,
did.
we'll be here for ages.
Yeah.
Is that
We're
Deadpool?
already 35 minutes in.
That's Ant-Man.
And
That's
I
it.
like. I
That's
very-
it.
I like
That's
the
a
first
B
Ant-Man.
for me. That's B. It's
No,
B.
I'm gonna
It's-
say,
A.
I'm gonna
there's
say
nothing
B.
wrong with the
It was a good wacky film. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the
It
film.
was
It's just not
comedy.
amazing.
comedy done right in the
Yeah.
MCU.
I really like the first one, man.
Michael Pena's character was hilarious when he just told long stories all the time.
Yeah. So my friend, he was in the car and he went to the bank and then he came back out. Oh my god.
Fantastic.
God.
Trash. Trash.
Oh, this is so
Fantastic
bad.
is fucking
This
dog
is
shit.
actually so bad.
Move on.
Fantastic might be the worst superhero movie of all time.
Move on.
Deadpool.
Hey,
S.
No,
Overrated.
S.
not S.
Come
Not S.
on, that's too high.
Not S.
I'd put it
See,
B.
it was funny the first time when I watched it when I was in year 7. When I watch it back as an adult,
Yeah.
it's not funny.
You
Yeah,
know,
I'm gonna say
you know what? I don't know why. As I've gotten older, I find Deadpool a bit more cringe now.
So do I.
Did you guys watch the recent one? I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I
Mm.
enjoyed it. It was a good movie, but
It was alright.
I did find it as funny as I've got older.
Yeah, it's true.
You lot are just children, man.
I
Enjoy it, man.
actually prefer Deadpool 2 over 1. I don't know why.
Nah,
Cable, it's because of Cable. Cable's just
Cable
he
was
made-
great.
What's the next one?
Civil
Civil
War.
Civil War.
S.
You know what? Nah, S is too high. S is too
Yeah.
high.
S is too high.
I personally wasn't a big fan of Civil War. I thought it was. I think that is slightly overrated.
I don't know.
Guys, I
Introducing
feel
Spider-Man
like
to the
it opens
MCU.
another debate. Feels like it opens. up another
I'd
debate.
personally, if it was up to me, I'd put it in B. I don't think it's.
B.
I don't think
A.
it's an elite film.
Nah, A minimum.
Guys, what side are you on? Iron Man or Captain America's?
I was
Captain
Team Iron Man
America,
purely because of Spider-Man.
Captain
I was
America.
Team Captain America,
Captain
bro.
America.
I never liked.
I don't know.
Iron
I don't know. Just say you know what it is.
I'm Team
not just
Spidey
saying
all the way,
that
innit?
the hero- I'm not saying it because of the heroes. I'm on about the political nuances.
Yeah.
Oh no, Cap was right. But like Spider-Man, innit?
The
If,
thing I didn't like about Civil War, they built it up, like hyped it up so much, and like there was no stakes in
Yeah.
it. Nobody died.
It was because of Batman vs Superman
Yeah.
getting released at the same time.
It was-
They
it
came
was-
out
it
within
was-
2 months of each other.
Yeah, true. I feel like
And Civil War absolutely
you know,
destroyed it.
it went under the radar. Civil War definitely went under the radar, but
Not
like,
really, because it destroyed Batman vs Superman.
no. What I'm saying is like the hype. It felt
Yeah.
like
think it's
I remember,
because
I
a
remember
few years
being in year
later-
10.
Yeah, a few years
Uh,
later we had Endgame and Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
So I feel like everyone forgot
Well,
about.
I mean,
Civil War.
I think A is probably most people will probably agree with it. I'll put it in B, in my opinion.
Well,
Yeah,
you have to
Mm.
compare it to the films it's going up against in each.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like if you put Civil War on the same level as Iron Man 1, then you're off your head. That's the way I see it.
I'm gonna start putting Captain America 1 on the same level as Iron Man 1.
Ah. Oh yeah.
The next one,
Apocalypse.
X-Men Apocalypse.
D.
Trash.
Nah, D. I think
Nah, there's worse X-Men movies
Trash
yet.
is too
There's worse
harsh.
X-Men
I'd say
movies yet.
it's
D.
worse.
I don't think it's the worst.
Plus, Apocalypse has that one goated scene in it. Sweet
Yeah.
dreams are made of them. Who am
Yeah.
I? to
But that scene alone
dream?
with Quicksilver, wow.
Is that Doctor
To be
Strange?
fair, to be fair,
Doctor Strange,
I quite liked it when Magneto realized his true power. He put his hands on the ground
Yeah.
and started shaking. That was pretty nice.
You know what? Doctor Strange, the first one, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a good
B,
film.
I'm gonna
A,
say B.
A.
B.
I think it's an
Oh, A is high.
It's,
A
yeah,
is high. I
look,
think it's B.
I really like the first Doctor Strange.
look at some of them films. I don't think it's as good as some
I-
of them.
I think it's better than Deadpool.
I think B. It was a standard
It's
film.
fair.
Innit?
Again, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not amazing. Like
Yeah, it's not
it's really blow it out
not
the
good enough
water.
to be in A, in my opinion.
On another, on someone else's list, it probably would be. To be fair,
Logan, what a film.
Bro,
S.
this is amazing.
I
I'll
think
go
this
B.
is S tier for me, man. This is
I-
S tier,
I
bro.
agree with Hazard. I think this is SG as well.
This is S tier. You know, it is you
It's
know.
a perfect ending, man.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
It's a perfect.
Yeah.
It's the way that everything happened. You talk, the emotions were told really well. Charles Xavier dying the way that he did. Oof.
Guardians of
What?
Galaxy 2.
2, A.
A.
B.
I think it's
B.
underrated. I think it's slightly
I think
underrated.
it's underrated. I really like
I'd put it
the
A. The
I don't
Guardians.
think I don't think it's as
Ego
good as the.
being
I don't think it's as good as the first
Peter's
one.
dad.
To be honest,
And then Yondu dying.
I'd put it A because I think the Guardians.
Yondu
trilogy
dying.
is I think it's easily the best trilogy. In the
Oh,
MCU.
yeah. Fact.
in the MCU.
Yeah, I
And
think
that-
it is quite easy.
that one and Captain America go pretty much.
I
off
think
the
it's
bar.
better than I think it's better than the Captain America trilogy.
Captain America 1 ruins it for Captain America. I'm sorry, Hazard.
Anyway, moving on.
Spider Spider-Man.
Oh,
Homecoming.
I hate this film.
Oh,
I don't mind it.
Boring. It's
I'm gonna say C. You
boring.
know,
I say C.
No, D. That's a D.
C or
for
D, I
me.
I
think.
say C.
it's D.
No, I-
It gets carried by flipping Tony Stark being in there.
I like Homecoming.
Yeah. You know what? It's a D.
Is it?
Well, is it if you well is the first
Okay,
Amazing Spider-Man
put
better
it
than
this way.
Homecoming? I think
Would
so.
you rather?
Yeah, I
would you
agree, it is.
rather-
I don't think the Amazing Spider-Man's better than Homecoming.
Would you rather go back and watch the Amazing Spider-Man 1 or?
That's what
Homecoming?
I'm saying. I'd rather go back and
Homecoming.
watch the Amazing
The
Spider-Man
Amazing
one.
Spider-Man.
Same.
Yeah.
Homecoming.
Nah, I'd rather watch the Amazing Spider-Man 1.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Amazing Spider-Man.
Is that Shang? What's that one next to it? Or is that a TV show?
Is that
No, it's
in
That's a TV
What is
show,
it?
I think.
Inhumans?
Inhumans.
That was a TV show.
I
I
forget.
see Black Panther there.
Thor Ragnarok. A.
Ragnarok's a good film.
Ragnarok is
Oh,
A.
I feel like the story, they kind of like it was meant to be like a serious film, and
Have you
it's
seen B? Oh yeah.
A.
I'm saying A.
A.
It's easily the best. It's easily the best.
It's the best Thor movie by a
Thor
mile.
movie,
And
easily.
it's
I
probably
think
the best
B.
Hulk movie as well by a mile.
I
Black
put
Panther.
it B, but no, yeah,
A.
A is Black Panther overrated as fuck. B or C. I'd put it in
Even
C.
C.
I
I
didn't-
think
I think C is low, no? B. I'd put it in B.
I'd put it in B. I just love Michael B. Jordan's character. Shout
Same.
out.
Yeah.
I think
shout out
Killmonger was great.
Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P. man.
Is
Calm
that
down.
Infinity War?
next one's Avengers Infinity
Doing
War.
PR.
S.
Do you? You know what?
I'm telling you, it's the best. I'm telling you, it's the best
You know what?
Avengers film.
You might cook
Yeah,
me.
it is.
I actually prefer Endgame. I don't know why. I thought
No
Endgame
way.
was way more.
The middle act of Endgame is so boring.
No. I don't think it is. I think everything's really engaging and interesting. I just prefer Infinity War because
Endgame
it's
shark.
Thanos'
It's too long.
it's Thanos' story. If you look at the Avengers, if you look at Avengers Infinity War as a Thanos movie, why is the screen on me? If you look at Avengers Infinity War as a
Talk about
Thanos
it. Talk about
movie,
it. Yeah,
Sorry?
carry on.
It's
So
meant
talk
to,
about it.
meant to be in the
right?
dynasty.
This is for the edit. So if you look at Infinity War as a Thanos movie rather than an Avengers movie, you'll see this movie in a much better light, and you'll see it as one of the best films of all time because it shows him as like merciful and just someone that's really out to do their job. He's the protagonist in his own story, and you're showing the Avengers as the antagonists essentially. Obviously, we know it's the other way around, but you're telling it through the perspective of Thanos and the Avengers trying to stop him. I think there's a certain beauty in that, and I think Marvel doing that really, really well cements that film for me as the best MCU film created. I think, yeah, and I think Loki dying at the beginning as well really set a dark tone for the rest of the film. The only thing I didn't like was probably the humor just being slightly overused in the film. I don't know if that's something you guys can agree with, but I felt like it was just touched you too much. Like when Thor came down to Wakanda, and then Bruce Banner's like, "Ha, you guys are so screwed now. Like, shut up, man. Turn into the Hulk, bro. No one wants to see you in that suit, fam."
Oh yeah,
Like,
I hate the fact there's no Hulk in that movie. By the way,
piss take.
that pissed me off because I fucking love the Hulk and they fucking butchered the Hulk. But other than that, it's an S.
What's the next one?
Ant-Man
Ant-Man
and the
and the
Wasp, I
Oh,
think.
That's
D.
I've,
Yeah,
I've,
I
I've
agree.
seen that.
I've seen. I think it's D.
the thing is, there's nothing actually wrong with the film. It's just not good enough.
Yeah.
If that makes
It's,
sense. Like, you
it's a
can't just be
nothing
like,
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nothing
exactly.
happens, to
But
be
that
honest.
doesn't make it a shit film. It's just like, okay, you told us the story of why Ant-Man isn't there. Oh, now we know why he's
shrunk
stuck in
really
the
small.
quantum fucking
Quantum Realm.
Right.
yeah,
what's next?
the Jor-El quantum realm. Yeah,
Is that Venom?
Venom.
Jarrell Quantum.
You know what? Venom is
Venom.
mid, but it's good mid.
C. I
Venom.
put it in the C.
C. Yeah, I think C.
I'd rather watch Venom than Spider-Man 2.
That's
Captain Marvel's a
yeah.
C for me.
A C or D.
I'm say C.
D
still
for
C.
D for agenda.
Nah,
Watching that properly.
Brie Larson's in there automatically makes it a C minimum.
Everyone get it.
Fucking takes it down 2 levels.
What you mean, bro?
Oh, remember that meme with the guy?
Let's go see.
This guy saw Captain Marvel like 200 times.
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame.
A.
Yeah.
Or B.
Oh yeah, A.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're doing an MCU tier ranking, Endgame's got to be in that S tier, man. It completes so many good storylines, man.
It does, but it just I don't
Captain,
know.
the
Just,
bit when Captain
It's very
America
much,
gets
it's
the
very
hammer.
much an A plus. It's very much an A plus S minus, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Bro.
Like,
So
look,
rather story, yeah. Rather story.
right at the front of it, yeah.
The cinema went crazy when Captain America got the
Mm.
hammer. That
Yo,
was-
I was the only one that popped. I looked around and I thought, oh, for fuck's sake. I was like, yes! Shit.
X-Men
Yeah, shut
Dark
up in the
Phoenix.
cinemas, man.
Bro, I don't know. but
Trash.
You know
Trash.
what? We need to
Trash.
search this. We need to search it.
Trash.
Is Men in Black?
Trash.
Is Men in Black a Marvel comic or something? Why is all the Men in Black movies in there?
Let me search this up. Is Men
No,
in-
it's not from
No,
No,
Marvel
is
Universe.
it a Sony film? Because I feel like they might have just like.
No, Men in Black is not Marvel Universe.
Oh, it says
While
while
their
they're
characters called Men
Yeah.
in Black, it's completely different.
that's basically why they put it here because of the characters, not actually the movies. So we're
Fair
just
enough.
ignoring
Oh,
it.
great. Well, Men in Black
Uh,
would be an S tier for me anyway.
Oh wait,
Spider-Man.
no, Marvel did make the comics, I think.
Far
Spider-Man.
from
just
Home.
published them.
Far from
They might have
Home.
just
You know
published them.
what? I'd rather rewatch Far From Home than Homecoming. I don't know.
No,
why.
I'm going to say C.
C, yeah. Far From Home in C. I'd
For
say.
just for Jake Gyllenhaal, innit? His Mysterio. That scene was hilarious when he done the reveal of how easy he got it off him.
New Mutants is trash.
I'm
Is
not
that a
actually seen
movie?
I'm not seen
Is that
that.
a movie or a show?
Yeah,
It's
it's
trash. Alright, we'll take him as well. Put it trash.
It's shit. It's shit.
Black Widow.
I haven't even seen it.
D or C.
I'm saying
D. Put it in D.
D.
Shang-Chi.
You know what? I actually like
Shang-Chi's
B.
a B.
I like
Shang-Chi,
Shang-Chi.
I think that's a solid B movie.
Solid B.
Yeah. Venom.
Oh god,
Venom 2, D.
Oh yeah, that's
D or
horrible.
trash.
We're going
Actually,
through all
Venom
this
3
shit
was
at
trash,
time.
I'd say.
I think D.
Actually, Venom 3 was the worst of them.
Next one's
Ooh,
Eternal.
Eternals.
Eternals,
I don't see
D.
this.
I have D.
B.
D, no B.
D. Oh, okay.
It was fucking shit.
Eternals had a stacked cast,
we're
though.
going through the shitters right
Eternals
now.
had a
Right.
Yeah.
stacked cast.
Yeah.
This is
Now we got
this
Phase
is
of Marvel.
the low point for the
Oh,
MCU.
now we're on to a controversial one. No Way Home.
B.
I don't like
C.
this film. I
C.
think it's very mid. I put
C.
it.
I think it's
Nah,
a film.
I
It's
think
a
C is
D.
too low.
Yeah, I think it's a
Really?
D.
It's
Really?
carried
No
by
Way Home
nostalgia.
is No Way Home is a definition of cash grab. It was.
See, I really enjoy No Way Home.
I think D is harsh though. I
D.
think I put it
C.
C.
No, no.
Yeah,
B or
C.
C.
It's the
D
best.
or
It's
C.
the best Tom Holland Spider-Man film. I'll give it that.
I think no,
I
this is
don't
the
know, man.
best. Like,
We're just comparing shit with Tom Holland Spider-Man.
where are the
films.
Miles movies? I just realized there's no Into the Spider-Verse or
Oh,
Across the
yeah.
Spider.
No,
I
because
guess
it's not
it's animated,
MCU
isn't it?
class, then it.
Those would be
Next
S tier
one,
though.
Morbius.
Yeah, both of them I'd say I'd put in S tier.
Morbius,
Morbius,
are
trash.
Fuck
Trash.
Bro, that's
Fucking
S tier,
horrible
man.
movie.
That's
I don't
S tier,
know.
man.
It's Morbin time.
Do you remember that the meme of the guy dancing in the film was hilarious? Though.
Remember the meme where people bought it back in cinemas and it made no money?
yeah.
But yeah, we'll watch it this time.
gotta
We'll
give
watch
it-
it this
gotta
time,
give a
Sony.
shout out
No
to
Re-release
one
Jared.
watched it.
Shout out to Jared Leto, man. Two awful superhero related performances in Joker and Morbius. Can't
He
catch
ruined
a
the
break.
Joker for a generation, by the way. He's done irreplaceable
Oh,
damage to
shit.
the Joker.
And you know you are.
What's that? Is that Doctor
Strange,
Strange
Multiverse
multiverse?
of Madness.
C.
That's
I
another.
think D.
That's the definition of a cash grab. I'm putting it in D, to be honest. C, D
I
or
don't
C.
think it's as
Really?
bad to be in D.
I don't
C's
think it's as
fair.
bad as the one in D.
Yeah. I think C's fair.
Nah, man. There was too much shit going on. Like I just didn't understand most of it. Like I was just
I'll pop a John Krasinski as
This-
Mr.
this
Fantastic,
all-
though.
Listen, this
What's
one's gonna
that?
be trash.
Love and
What's that
Thunder,
call?
D.
Oh god.
I don't think it's as bad as the one
he's
in
a
trash.
trash
You
one. I
know
hate
what
this
I hate
film.
about this film? They wasted Christian Bale.
You can't put a movie with Christian Bale in trash. Just because Christian Bale put it in D.
See, the thing is, I said this about Wesley Snipes.
But Christian Bale and Wesley Snipes are different. Come on. Come on.
All right,
on.
man.
Come on.
Next one.
Comparing Ferraris with like a.
Rage baiting, bro.
Wakanda Forever.
Maseratis, lad.
Wakanda Forever. B.
I haven't seen it. B.
I really like Wakanda Forever.
I'm
What?
putting
I
C.
think it was a good like. You did like
I'm
Wakanda
putting
Forever?
C. I'm putting
Is
C.
it D? I didn't like
Alright.
it that much.
D.
I mean, to be
We'll
fair, they
go
had
in
to
the
deal
middle
with
then.
Chadwick Boseman's death.
We'll go with
so,
C
like,
because
Bro, I think
I'm
they
gonna
dealt
put
with
B.
Chadwick Boseman dying really well though, and it was a
no,
good
but that's what I'm
emotional
saying. I
story.
said to be fair, they had to deal with that, so that probably didn't make the film like as prestigious as it probably could have been. So
No,
I'm
but I
going
thought it was a good story.
No,
I enjoyed the
yeah,
story.
what I'm trying to, yeah, go on. We'll just stick it in C. You
I
know
don't think
what I'm
D.
trying. What I was trying to say was that I'll cut it some slack. I won't put it in D. I'll say C instead because I had to deal
Alright.
with it, as opposed to like not having to deal with it if Chadwick Boseman didn't die, and that's obviously not his fault. So, no. Anyway, before I get cancelled, move on.
Before you get
Guardians
cancelled,
of Galaxy.
you just
No,
missed
yeah,
Ant-Man.
I can't. Is that number 3?
That's B, bro.
No, that's an S
S.
film.
B,
S.
oh,
I love that film.
you really
S.
put it that high? Okay, fair
Bro,
enough. I was trying to
Guardians of the
get
Galaxy
used lots
3,
of
the
approval.
way it
No, no, no.
wrapped.
Well, like I was trying to get used lots of approval because I thought you didn't actually rate it that much. I
But it's
love
the
it.
best one out of the trilogy.
Bro, the way they wrapped it up, everyone's story was beautiful. I
I
feel
genuinely thought you lot didn't rate it that much because,
it's
like,
the most,
James Gunn,
whenever Rocket was
most-
on screen,
I think it's the most emotional film as well in the
MCU.
I think it's the
MCU.
most emotional.
Bro, those
Rocket
scenes were
tears my
sad.
heart out,
Amazing,
man.
yeah.
Those were sad, man.
We missed.
Rocket's first hurt.
Oh,
Rocket's
we missed
first
Ant-Man
word is
Quantumania.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
D.
And you know what I
Yeah,
love
trash,
about
trash.
that film? You know what I love about Guardians 3? It's just the closing sequence is so beautiful with the dog days are over and just
Yeah.
it's just beautiful. Love that film.
Yeah,
So what was that film?
I don't-
What was it?
I really
No,
hope we get to see
Ant-Man and the Wasp,
what you
Quantumania.
call it.
Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania.
Oh, that got a trilogy. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Great. I said, was that the one?
I
when they-
enjoyed MODOK in that movie, by the way. Let me
is
just
that
put
the
that
one
out
when
there.
they introduced Kang, Jonathan Majors?
Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
he's been
Cancelled.
disintroduced.
yeah. John Major's been vanished.
The Marvels.
He's trash.
I haven't seen this.
What are you trying to say? It's trash for, bro?
Because it was fucking horrible.
Is this the
Wasting
one?
my
That's got
time.
is this the one that's got the Pakistani character in it?
Yeah.
Come on, look on.
Wait, Omer, why was it horrible? Could you give us an explanation?
Because the fucking movie was shit. The plot didn't make sense, yeah. It was won by fucking cats, yeah, fighting on some fucking spaceship. It was so forgettable. I walked out the cinema and I thought, what the fuck have I just watched? That's why.
You went to the cinema to watch
Plain
it?
and simple.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the cinemas to watch this movie. Opening night too.
What possessed you to do that?
My mate asked me, do you want to go watch it? And I said, okay.
Is that Guardians? That doesn't count as a film. That's like a holiday special thing.
The holiday special. I enjoyed the holiday special though.
How long is it? Like 10 minutes?
It's about an hour and a bit.
Almost counts as a film. Bloody
Does
hell.
that
it is
count as a
then, yeah.
film?
Yeah, I said almost. I'm not going to count.
Nah,
it
you
as a
can't put
film.
it that high, man. Just leave it. I think ignore it. I don't think it would count. as a
Yeah, just ignore it. But it was a good
What
little
the
watch.
hell is this?
Bro, I haven't seen
Madam
this.
Web.
Is this a TV
Madam
show?
Web. No, it was a movie, but I've not watched it.
Oh, that's really alright.
It was
Dead-
Dakota Johnson, I
Put
think.
it in trash. Put it in trash. I'm just guessing it's trash.
Yeah, it is trash though. Like the reviews are dog shit.
You know this one, Deadpool. I'm gonna put it in B. No,
A
actually C.
or B. B.
I really enjoyed the closing sequence of this.
B. I think B fair.
You know that when they had the old cast photos and everything, the end credits were so good. in
Yeah.
this film.
I felt like the whole middle part of Deadpool Wolverine was so boring.
Yeah,
Really?
it wasn't as good as it could have been, to be honest.
Like
I
it
think it
just
was
felt
good.
really
It was a good
filler.
send off for the Fox universe.
No, it was, but I just felt like the whole middle part. You know, when they're in the I don't even know where they are. You know what I'm talking about, innit? They're just like literally they're just
Yeah.
there.
Yes. Do pretty C then.
No, I'm happy with B. I'm happy with B. It's just actually, you know what? No, it doesn't sit on the same table as Captain America. Put in C.
I think Shang-Chi's much better.
Yeah, I think so.
Venom.
Gone.
Venom 3 are trash.
Belongs in the trash.
Craven.
Venom 3 is fucking horrible. That's another few hours I'll never get back. I've not
Trash.
watched Craven. After Venom, I said I'm never watching a Sony Marvel movie again.
But
Has
everyone
anyone
said
seen
it.
Craven?
Everyone said it's horrible. Oh,
I've not watched it, but I've not heard good things.
Just put it in trash, man.
Just put it in trash.
Put the fries in the bag, bro.
Captain America.
God.
Brave New
I'm-
World. I haven't seen this.
Brave
so-
New World. I put it in a D or C.
DOC.
I think that's the last Captain
How the
America.
fuck do you have Harrison Ford in your movie and do fuck all with him pretty much?
Let's go see then.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Force Awakens?
He fucking dies.
But he wanted to be written off though, innit? And that.
He wanted to be killed off in the freaking in Empire Strikes Back. Apparently,
But the only reason he took the Force Awakens was so he can get a new Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah,
That was in his
that
contract.
was shit as well. The last.
Yeah, that was fucking horrible.
Last but not least, Thunderbolts.
Oh, you know what? Thunderbolts. Is
I enjoyed it.
actually- I think it's a good film. Not good,
I
but
put it in a C.
yeah,
A C.
I put it C. It's a good
Bro,
film. It's got a good
you-
message. It's got a good
look how many
message behind it. I
Shit
give it
films
that.
there are.
Bro, compared to the
it's
SD and
so
Edge here, look at the trash and lead here.
Oh my
On
god,
CG,
bro!
This is why. Can I just say though?
Just
This
makes
is
it
why I said I've always said this. Yeah, even before the whole MCU downfall, MCU in general is very overrated. They've not got many elite films,
Yeah, I agree.
as
with
you
you.
as you can
Yeah.
see by this list.
It's fucking. There's a lot
Are
of
we
shit there.
happy? Are we happy with S tier?
Yeah, I think everything there should be in S tier.
Avengers: Infinity War, Logan, Winter Soldier.
Was this, where was Deadpool 2? Was that on this list?
No, I didn't see it.
That
If you
was-
check
I would have put Deadpool 2 in B, I'd say.
B. I
I
enjoyed
don't think
Deadpool.
it's as good as the
so I
first.
can't-
I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was as good as the first.
C. I think C is fair for Deadpool 2.
And I'm just putting
No,
this
I
out
think
there.
it's a
Into
B.
the
I think it's
Spider-Verse.
still a really good film. I think
Into the
it's a B.
Spider-Verse would be an S. Across the Spider-Verse would also be an S.
Yeah.
Was trash. So we've got Blade Trinity, Elektra, Punisher, Warzone, Ghost Riders, 4-2, Fantastic Four. I think it's a solid list. I can't lie.
Yeah, I think we're mostly spot on. There's a few things I'd move up or down maybe a little bit, but
Have you been
Everything
harsh
else.
on Indian trash? I don't think so.
Ghost Rider, I think we're harsh on. I can't lie.
Electra's leng, bro.
But shout out Ben Affleck, bruv. That guy's wifed. Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Garner. I think he was dating Anna de Armas as well.
Bro, he's gonna collect the whole trilogy of Jennifer's, man. Where's Aniston at?
Yeah, that seems solid.
Yeah, it's a nice little mark to wrap up on.
If there's one change you can make to that tier list that we've agreed upon, what would it be? Danny, we'll start with you.
If there's one, this is hard, man.
And you have to justify it as well. Like, I'm justifying it.
This is
Or
hard.
would you be keeping it the same? You can keep it the same.
I think it's
think it's
perfect. I wouldn't change any higher. I would change lower. Yeah,
I
I'll keep it
think
there.
I can't lie. I think Deadpool 1's a bit too high. That's one thing I'd change. I think
It
Deadpool
might be,
1,
yeah.
I'll put it in
I
B.
kind of agree.
Point B then.
Yeah, and I also think Iron Man 3 is a bit high as well. I'd put that in C.
Oh, you don't have to move it. I'm just saying that would be where.
Yeah.
I'm on. What do you think is on the tier of some of these films?
Yeah, I don't think
I think
it's
Iron Man
that
3 is
good.
better than them. I think Iron Man 3 is a B.
Nah, I think Iron Man 3 is better than most of the stuff on this.
That's
honestly.
what
Yeah.
I was saying. Was
Come on, man.
It's better than,
Come
it's
on,
on the same level as Venom and
let's
Amazing
not
Spider-Man.
put it
Come on.
on the same as let's not put it on the same freaking wavelength as Thunderbolts or New World or Wakanda Forever.
Thunderbolts is
It's still
actually
a
alright.
very-
You know. Thunderbolts is actually decent.
What I'm saying is that Iron
It's
Man
decent, but
3
it's nothing special.
is still a special film. Come on, let's not take the piss here.
But yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a solid tier ranking.
Umair, what
Yeah,
would
I
you
think it's
change?
solid. I'd Ghost Rider up one. I'm dying on that hill. Ghost Rider 1 wasn't as bad as everyone makes it out.
Wait, so just to a D, yeah? From trash to D.
Yeah.
All right, just for you, man. We'll put it at the back.
Thanks, guys.
But
I won.
I think it's solid enough. I think
Listen,
Shout out Nicolas Cage.
Listen,
think-
I only asked this question so I could get my rant out about Captain America and put that shit in
Oh.
A tier right now, bro.
no,
Put it
man,
in A tier
no.
right
Let
now.
it go, man. Let it go.
First Avenger is not an A tier film.
Bro, it is an 18.
I'd even argue.
First Avengers on
I'd
Ben
even
911.
argue B is a bit high as well for it.
What do you mean it's too?
I'd
Oh my
argue
God,
Iron
Poppy,
Man 1
wallahi, you're
should be an
rage
A.
baiting me right now, bro.
It's
No,
not
you know
better
what?
than Iron Man
We might-
1.
Nah, I think B is a fair tier. No,
I
any
think
higher.
B is fair as well.
I confirm B. I confirm it B.
I would
No,
move
no,
Iron
I
Man 1
can't.
up, to
I
be
can't.
honest.
That film gets too much disrespect, man. That film gets way too much disrespect, bro.
I think it's properly rated.
B
I
tier is
don't
like a
think
fair
it's, I
rating.
think it's underrated, bro. I think it's
B tier
underrated.
is
It's
actually
literally
like a good
everything you want.
film.
It's literally everything and more you want in an origin film. Like it's the best MCU origin film you're gonna get, aside from Guardians of the
I do
Galaxy.
better than Iron Man 1. Again, I think that's a better origin for Iron Man.
I don't know, cause like it doesn't. Oh, it's just not as good as
Nah,
Captain
listen.
America, though, is it?
I think also Doctor Strange is a better origin.
Nah,
I'm
I
logging
think,
off.
listen,
I'm
I think,
logging
I
off.
think, I think,
I'm logging off, bro. I
think we
can't
should
listen to
call
this
it.
shit, bro.
I think we should call it a day there. I think it's a
So we
solid
should
tier
call it,
ranking.
guys.
My head's gone, fam.
That
I
looks
think
like a
most
solid
of us,
tier list.
No
most
chance
of
in
us
hell.
agree with this tier ranking. I don't know if you guys are going to agree. Imagine we're going to get cooked in the comments, bro.
Yeah, man. You just got a bunch of fucking
But they're going to be
X-Men
like,
Origin
they're gonna
Wolverine
be like,
fans.
are these guys 6 years old or something? that's the common comment that we get on our videos.
We'll get a bunch of Venom 2 fans in the comments. Mad at us.
Listen, if there are any Electra fans in the comments, let me know, because like I only like the cover photo. I can't lie.
Bro, I remember
Yeah.
I called Sam.
The
in
one
Cobra
Mobius
Kai-
fan out there.
I called Sam in
Please
Cobra
forget
Kai one
about
of the
us.
most boring characters here. And a whole girl wrote a whole paragraph on YouTube. I was like, flip the nail, bro.
yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Shout out that one hater. in
Yeah,
the
but I
Cobra
don't think
Kai
there's
video.
any like Stan-worthy people in here. To be fair, for
Nah.
No,
this
because like the
video.
ones that will be standing be like Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man. They're
In the
rated
DC
high.
one, though,
I'm
I'm
we
going
going
gotta be
into the
careful when
comments
we do the
section. Well, I'm
DC
going
one.
to the comment section straight away. I'm running.
There's a
that shit
Captain
up,
America
bro.
movie in S. What are you mad about?
Listen,
Exactly. Other.
I'm not mad about anything. I'm just saying it should just be a little bit. I'm talking about the first Avenger, man. That film holds a special place in
Listen,
my heart.
anyways, let's wrap this up.
Oh
That's
yeah,
been-
we don't have too much time on StreamYard as
Yeah.
well. By the way, we're
Yeah,
on
we
free.
have.
So
We're
yeah,
gonna
let's
kick this off,
let's
bro.
move it.
Kick off stuff
We
now.
are an hour down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been Mission Podcast, the Marvel movies tier ranking. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, get out the socials, and yeah, see you guys next time.